and today I'm going to do a cook with me. It is Sunday afternoon, evening, and I'm about to get started preparing my lunches for this upcoming week. I do eat keto. Sometimes it's lazy keto, sometimes it's dirty keto, but I'm gonna fix everything, put my lunches together so that before I leave for work every morning, I just reach in the refrigerator, grab what I need, and go. Don't have to do anything. And I never buy my lunches anymore. I haven't in years for lunch break at work. I just bring something. If I don't bring something, I'm not eating, so I'm gonna bring something. So let me just show you what I'm doing. In this pot, I've got a budget pack. My grocery store does $10 budget packs of ground beef. This is 3 1/4 pounds. So what I've done is just dumped it in here, and if you can see in the bottom, I just put like a, I don't know, like a coffee mug amount of water. What that's going to do is, as it heats up and as I mix it in, it's going to make the ground beef have kind of a fine crumble. And then I'll just drain all that out and then I'll season it. But right now it's just the ground beef and the water, and I'm going to get this cooked up. I'll show you what it looks like in just a little bit. The recipe I'm making for lunches this week is Big Mac salad. So I've already got the greens and I need to make my dressing. So I'm just using the Duke's mayonnaise. I like Duke's because it has no added sugar. And then mustard, dill pickle relish, apple cider vinegar, paprika, garlic, granulated onion, and 1 packet of Truvia. Let me change out my battery and I will be back. Alright, new battery, so I'm back. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put all of the ingredients into this wide mouth mason jar. It's a pint, and I have these lids that I got this off of Amazon, but it's real convenient for salad dressings, and it just screws right on the top here. So let me get these in, let me get all this stuff in here, and I'll show you what it looks like. Before I start on the salad dressing, I'm just going to show you this. This is the ground beef and water, and it has come to a bubble. So all I did was just stir the water real good into the ground beef. So I'm just going to let that go and come back every couple of minutes and just give it a little stir. Alright, I've got everything in this mason jar. I did add a couple of tablespoons of water so that it would be a pourable consistency. Without it, it's too thick. It's more like a dip instead of a salad dressing. But this is about the amounts that I used on this recipe. Y'all, I don't even know where I got this recipe from. If I can remember where I got it, I'll link it below. But this is close. I just, instead of the white wine vinegar, I use the apple cider vinegar. And I add that 1 packet of Truvia to this, and I just kind of eyeball it. I don't get out the measuring spoons or measuring cups. This is about what I do. But I'm going to put this in the refrigerator, and I'll show you what's next. The ground beef is almost done. It may be done. Yeah, it's done, but I don't know if you can see, if you can tell, but you see how fine that ground beef cooked up to be. Whoops. So I'm going to cut this off and let this cool. The next thing I did was get out my little to-go containers. So this, I bought these at Sam's Club, I don't know, $10 or $11 for a whole big bag of the bottoms and the lids. And I also got this. And what I'm going to do is, I got this at Sam's too. Okay, this I'm not going to use. Well, there's cheese inside. I'll probably use the cheese. But I'm just going to divide. I've got 2 here. So I'm going to divide up the greens into my containers down here. The next thing I did was I got these snack size bags. Great Value brand. And I just put in a couple of tablespoons of shredded cheese. This is what I used. The Colby and Monterey Jack. And probably about a half a teaspoon of the sesame seeds. So that's going to keep this separate, and I can just tuck that in here. Tuck one into each of these. So that's going to be ready to go. Then I can just dump it on so that everything, you know, I have done where I put the cheese on top of the lettuce, and after a couple of days it kind of gets, the cheese kind of gets wet. So this just protects the cheese from the lettuce. Alright, let me put up my cheese and I'll be back. I've drained the ground beef, so I put it in this can that we used earlier. And this is what, a 14 and a half ounce can of what used to be diced tomatoes, and it's over half full. Now remember, this is part water, part fat that you know, cooked off of the meat. And I'm not going to put this down my sink because, you know, I don't want problems with my pipes. So I'm just going to let that cool. But you know, it's not all fat, but putting the water in there when the ground beef cooks makes it nice and fine. So let me show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, I've got this garlic and pepper seasoning salt, and I'm just going to sprinkle enough around in here. Now remember, this is over 3 pounds, and that probably looked like a lot, but it probably was just about a teaspoon. So I'm going to stir this around, and that might be enough. I'll be back. Alright, that was plenty of seasoning. I don't need to add any more. So what I did was I took about 2 spoonfuls, about that much, and put them into these are little bitty wide mouth jars. So I put that into this, and these I'll be able to just put in the microwave at work and heat that up. And then by the time I get, because I take my lunch and I go to the park and I eat at the park with the ducks. So by the time I get to the park, it will be warm, not hot, and I can pour it on top of my salad. I can't find my other jars. Normally I have plenty of these, but I think my daughter might have taken them to college. I don't know. So, I mean, I'm just going to put the rest of this in the refrigerator. And there's more than enough to, you know, I can wash these and do the other 2 days. But I'm also going to use this, because remember, I used just this garlic and pepper seasoning salt. So I'm going to use the rest of this ground beef mixture one night for dinner and make egg roll in a bowl. Because I've got the coleslaw mix in the refrigerator, and really all I have to do is add this and then add the seasonings that kind of gives it an Asian flavor. Okay, I'm going to get the lids on here. Alright, here is everything completed. I've got all of my lids on, all of my containers. I just have to set these in the refrigerator. I did find another one of my little jars. So those are ready to go. So I grab one of these, and I can put it in my lunchbox and head on to work. Monday, tomorrow, I'll just have to take that bottle of salad dressing with me. And here's my leftover ground beef mixture that's seasoned. And that's going to be for egg roll in a bowl in a day or two, evening meal. And then tonight, I made one more salad. So this is basically the same amount as these will be once this is dumped on and the cheese and sesame seeds are sprinkled on with the salad dressing. And that's just going to be my meal for tonight. You may wonder if I get sick of eating the same thing all the time. Okay, yeah, I'm having for dinner tonight the same thing that I'll be having all week for lunches. But I'll be having other things this week for dinner, like the egg roll in a bowl, and I'll probably do some pan-seared fish or something like that, maybe some chicken piccata or something, and just other things for the evening meal. My daughter during the week is away at college, and it's just me, so it doesn't really matter. You know, I go for quick and easy after work. Got to throw something together. This is the way that I prepare on Sundays, so that I can just, you know, have leaving for work in the morning as quick as I can. Grab my coffee, grab my lunch, and I can go. So, but that's it for this Sunday meal prep video, and I will see y'all later. Bye.